Hello and welcome back to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Last episode, I tried to do Cosmic Wall, I ended up dying, and I would like to get the A rank for this one. Remember, it's 100,000 points for hard mode for the A rank, and I'm trying to show that it's really not as intimidating as you would think. It was actually kind of a blessing in disguise that I ended up dying last time, because as soon as I tried to give this a second attempt, the level actually crashed. I forgot that this is one of those levels where you need to change your settings. So I have changed the settings, and hopefully we're going to be okay now. I'd actually much prefer a death and then sort of a smooth transition out where I can say, okay, bye, I'll see you next time, than having the crash on camera and either having to show, like, the beeping and the stuttering or finding a way to gracefully cut around it, so this is just as well. Alright, and we're just gonna move nice and slow, try to take as little damage as possible, and if I take damage, I am going to try to collect some rings, just so that I can deal with the areas that are going to do some damage. Because a couple of the on-rail sections force you to take damage, and also there's a couple of tunnels of doom, as I like to call them, with just a ton of enemies all trying to kill you. I've been going back and forth on whether or not this is the easiest level in the game, and I don't know if you could really make that argument, because especially some of the really early treasure hunting levels are very easy, and you can beat some of the Chao missions in under a minute and all that. But I kind of think that relatively speaking, just in terms of the effort required and what it is you're actually trying to do, this may be the easiest level in the game, and it may actually be the easiest A rank. Because as long as you move slow and make sure you don't die and get combos where you can, I don't know if I'd call it free. You do have to try. But certainly for the Mission 1, I would call this a free A rank as long as you're even vaguely trying. Whereas with the treasure hunting missions, at the very least, you do kind of have to know where everything is, so certainly one of the easiest level, if not just outright the easiest level in the game. Which is almost a bit of a shame considering where it is in the story. But it's nice to have an easy level sometimes. Alright. I am trying to get as many combo points as I can. I don't know if I said this last time, but I think I said earlier in the Let's Play that it's either 10 or 12. I think I might have said 12. 12 lock-ons for a perfect combo. It's not. It's actually 11. So that answers that question in my head. I always thought it was 12 for some reason. If you go for 12, you're probably not going to mess yourself up all that badly, though. God, as if this wasn't already easy enough, they put in all these artificial chaos. Don't do anything. This late in the game, they really shouldn't be doing that, but I guess I won't complain, it's free points. Alright. I'd like to keep this shield as long as I can, for obvious reasons, but if I could keep this shield going into the on-rails section, that would be great if I could take that. It's kind of required. If you're fast enough, you can probably kill the enemy, but for me, I never do. So if I could take that hit with a shield instead of just taking damage for it, that would be really nice. I'm gonna watch out for these guys. In this level, and in most of the outdoor space levels, it's the ball-shaped ones that you really gotta watch out for. They're the ones that are going to come at you real fast. Alright, we've hit the on-rails section, and we still have our shield, so that's really good. Alright. There is going to be a certain amount of damage that I'm just going to take because I'm just going to, and it's just going to happen. But if I could like that right there. But if I can minimize that, that would be nice. There is going to be a health pickup at some point, but it's going to be after one of the corridors of doom. That was the hit that I usually can't avoid. So, any damage I can avoid taking here is good. I know I should be trying to get combos, but I'm expecting these artificial... Yeah, right there. I was expecting those guys to break my combo. So I was trying to just take the little combos as I could get them instead of getting greedy and holding out for a big one. Oh, I actually didn't take damage from those guys. Sweet. No complaints from me. Alright, this is going pretty well so far. Any rings I can grab is going to be good. because the first drop-down tunnel is coming up right here, actually. We have a pretty good amount of health. I always want to get points in those tunnels, and it never ends up being a smart move. So I think I might just pick a corner, try to stick with it. If I can kill some of the chaos, then maybe I'll stick around and try to get some points. But if not, I think I'm just going to play it safe. Oh! I have had less health going in here before and still been okay. Better safe than sorry. Kill that guy. Okay. Whoa, I can't jump off this thing. Okay, whatever. Not necessary. Alright. Okay, I got him. So I'm gonna get some points here. Okay, got him. Alright, this is going really well. Good, got that guy. Sorry, trying really hard not to... Okay, alright, that's fine, that's fine. Those guys do a ton of damage. And again, I don't know if that's a hard mode thing or if that's just a they do a ton of damage thing. But they do, so we gotta be careful. Luckily, there's health right here, so that's good. Get that guy. Alright, yeah, there's gonna be another tunnel like that later in the level. Those tunnels are the only sections I really feel like I'm in danger. I think I'm gonna try to go... First get as much of that guy as I can. I'm gonna go under here. Yeah, I think that was a smart move. Ooh. See if I can outrun those. Yes! Big combos if you can get those. We're a little more than halfway through, and we have a little more than halfway to point requirement. So that's nice. Again, I'm not necessarily counting on the time bonus. You don't need it. But if I don't quite make the point requirement on my own, I will probably still be getting a bit of a time bonus. Because remember, when we did the mission 4, the speed run for this level is 8 minutes. They expect you to take your time. Being as careful as humanly possible. I don't really like long levels for a game like this. For other kinds of games, I don't mind longer levels. But for a game like this, that's very speed and action-based, I think not necessarily the quicker the better, but long levels like this tend to make me lose my focus a little bit, especially when I'm being this careful. I should probably be collecting rings. I'd love to get a shield at some point. I do have full health right now, which is good. Because unless I'm misremembering, I do think the other tunnel is coming up right around here. So if I could maintain full health, that would be nice. See, there's a spring over there. I've never tried hitting that. I assume it just takes me to the platform over there. Yeah, that's what I figured it would do. That's completely unnecessary. The great thing about these little pyramid things is that if you blow something up around them, they explode, so you don't have to do the work. Okay, 70,000 points, looking good. Okay. Alright, here's the second tunnel. This is the last... Oh, well, okay, so we're not quite there yet. But this is the last part of this level where I really feel like I could potentially be in danger, like major danger. Kill that guy, thank you. Yes, this is the next tunnel of doom, so to speak. I'm just gonna drop. I'm just gonna drop. I'm gonna kill as many single enemies as I can. Okay. And here's the last on-rail section. I feel pretty darn safe right now. Okay. We are getting points for running into those meteors for whatever that's worth. I'm trying to balance getting combos while also hitting the canisters and blowing up the chaos that I see so I don't die. not talking. I'm trying to focus on mashing and also kind of looking at my... Yeah, look at our points. We're gonna be fine. See? We've already got it. All we had to do was not die. I'm even going to hit the drill, just because I know I could survive a hit, but I've never tried that on hard mode, just in case. But yeah, we got 100,000 points, and we haven't even gotten our time bonus yet. We might not get a time bonus because I was really slow and careful, but we don't need it. This is the easiest level in the game. And there we go. All done.
Yes.
See. Yeah, no time bonus. That's fine though. Alright, I'm gonna go change some settings after we see this emblem, and then I'll be right back. Well, about changing those settings, I actually tried Pyramid Cave after changing everything back, and it crashed. So, let's jump into Pyramid Cave now with the other settings, and see how we do. I'm finding more levels that are unstable the farther I go into the game. Like, some of these levels are fine for Mission 1, but then they get all messed up for something like a Mission 2, or maybe a Mission 5. So the rest of this run might be a little bit more segmented than I would like in terms of, like, cutting and having things with, like, smooth transitions, but I'll do my best. I kind of hoped we were done with all that for now, but that's okay, no biggie. Oh, I just wanted to show you can actually jump on the heads of those guys. Not missing that checkpoint, because no thank you. Pyramid Cave is another one that has... Ooh, that was a mean trick. Pyramid Cave is another level that has some interesting segments that are like almost puzzly sections that you have to really think out of the box to go through. Or maybe not out of the box, but at least differently than you played it the first time. That's where I think hard mode shines. Sorry, I keep interrupting myself because I'm trying to focus. But that's where I think hard mode shines. Not so much when it's just putting a bunch of enemies in because it can, but when it's actually making you play these levels in a different way. And you'll see what I mean soon enough. It may not be obvious because I've just been... Oops. Oh, no. Oh, that was almost bad. It might not be obvious because I've just been sort of going through the level quickly, but you do have less time before those hourglasses run out of sand, so you do have to be fast. Here you can see the hourglass is in another place. Yes! Oh, shoot, I haven't even rolled right through that guy. I'm not sure I've ever done that before. Alright, so coming up soon with the second key is where things are going to start getting a little bit different. Still always going to go on that rail, though. Big ghosts. Hate big ghosts. Alright, let's get this guy out of here. It's going to be about the same going there. Going to grind this rail. But you'll see that the way back is not going to be as easy as it was the first time. Alright, let's go, Sonic. So normally you could just... Oh, what's happening to the camera? Yeah, here we've got an hourglass here. And you'll see we can't actually get up there while we're holding that, so we gotta put it down, hit the hourglass, pick it back up, and then go through. I just thought it'd be fun to show that off. You can throw objects into enemies and they'll die. I love that. But yeah, you actually have to put this thing down and like throw it up ledges and stuff quite frequently. Aha. Sometimes it doesn't always work as intended. But still, it's cool that they're actually making you do something different. That doesn't always go quite that smoothly. The physics, as usual, are a little bit weird, and trying to figure out exactly how to throw that thing to make it can be a little weird. You gonna come get me or what? There we go. Couldn't hurt to get that guy out of the way. Alright, I'm going to assume we have less time here than we did the first time through, and I'm just gonna book it. I was also gonna say I assume there's gonna be more enemies in here, but it doesn't actually seem all that different. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say I was expecting the big ghosts. That wasn't so bad. Well, continuing on. I don't think I've mentioned it before, but I love those, like, swinging axe pirate ship things, whatever those are in the background. They remind me of those theme park rides where it's like a pirate ship and it goes back and forth. I can't go on those. I get very, very motion sick. But it's always fun to watch them. Alright. I'm just having fun right now. Continuing on with the hard mode speed stages. Whoops. Mostly being fun. I like this stage. I like that I have to play through it a little bit differently. It keeps things fresh. Oops. Don't know what happened there. Alright, well I guess I'm gonna have to show this then. Homing attacked that rail and it, like, clipped me through it. Oh well. No biggie. Just like with normal mode, I'm not entirely sure how I'm ever gonna get an A rank on this. There's tricks. Mostly in those tunnels with the rings, there's some springs and stuff that I've missed. This is a level that's kind of low on my list of things that I want to figure out for some reason, despite the fact that I like it. I've always been more concerned with other levels. It's probably a C. D.
Huh. No problem.
That's fine. As Sonic says, no problem. I'm gonna try to change the settings back, and we'll see what happens. Cross your fingers that everything is okay and that it's not going to crash again. Turns out Security Hall crashes too. So here we are with the previous settings. I don't know what it is about Eggman's base that's so unstable, but here we are. Let's get this done. Alright. I am going to be going technically the wrong way. I'm going to go after the third emerald piece first. And there is a reason I do it like this. It's just because this one's kind of out of the way and I like to get it done while I can. Now, in theory, you're supposed to use the monkeys in this room to get bombs to blow up this cage. In practice, I can't get these guys to throw bombs at me at all. I stood here for 3 minutes. They did not throw a single bomb, not one. So I will instead be doubling back and using this guy. There we go. As we know, these bombs are totally safe as long as you're holding onto them. Even though it looks like it's bright red. And here we go. I was gonna say, did that thing just clip out of bounds? Alright, so that worked. I don't know what they want for a perfect out of that one. I don't think I could have taken less time. But whatever. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. You don't want to get hit because it'll blow the bomb up. There's some enemies coming up, and if I get blown up, it's not the biggest deal. There are more monkeys. It's just, I was already there, so figured I'd grab the bomb when I could. And the key is right here. Haha. This is another hard mode that really uses the resources of the level. Again, in ways that you didn't have to before, unless you were going for that sea monster. So, I like it. Alright, this one's a little, tiny bit complicated. Not particularly tricky. You just gotta do the steps in the right order. So, let's go. I hate these grabby ghosts. They're just obnoxious. Gonna get that guy out of the way, I said. The enemies are a lot more aggressive in hard mode. Gonna get that guy out of the way. And now, put the sunglasses on, or the treasure scope on now, before you grab this bomb. Because when you have a bomb in your hands, you can't put them on. Give me that. Very good. And then run back in here. Do not jump. Walk into the spring. And there you go. If you hit the A button at all, even if it doesn't actually make you jump, you lose the treasure scope, which is why you had to do that in that order. Again, I don't know what they wanted from me there. I don't think I could have done that well, I guess if I hadn't gotten caught by those ghosts. Either way, it doesn't matter. You can get an A rank without getting perfects. Alright, I'm almost scared to try it, but I would like to see if I could get the good settings back on. So, wish me luck, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, let's see if we can finish up in the desert without any major mishaps. Alright, hidden base. I think I've mentioned it before, but I've decided that we're so close to the end, I'm not gonna bother putting all the shooting stages into one episode. I just want to be done with this. As much as I've been enjoying this Let's Play, and I really have, I've been greatly enjoying it, there's just been so many technical difficulties that I am very ready for it to just be over. Alright. Unfortunately, at least as far as I can remember, with the shooter stages, hard mode really does kind of just come down to more and more aggressive enemies. There's not a whole lot of, like, thinking out of the box, like there is with some of the other levels. Oh my goodness. I am definitely about to die. I got the checkpoint though, so that's okay. Ah, health. I'm glad I saw that. So this level's kind of scary. It's exciting though. The good news with a level like this is if you are trying to get an A rank, there's a lot more opportunities for points. You do have to be careful because you don't want to lose all your combos if you get hit, but there are a lot more enemies, which means there are a lot more points. And of course the point requirement is higher, but as we have already proven, that doesn't always mean it's going to be more difficult. I don't remember offhand what the point requirement for this level is. But I do have to say that when I eventually, someday, get all the A ranks for this game, this is not a stage I'm particularly worried about. Alright. I'm gonna have to stabilize my mic after this, it keeps falling over. I don't have a particularly good setup, I'm sure if people saw my setup, they'd probably die, but I work with what I've got, I don't have a whole lot of room. Unfortunately, that means my mic often falls over. That's something I should mention. If you're thinking at all that you would like to do Let's Plays, but you think you either don't have the equipment or you don't have the space, just give it a try. You never know if what you already have might actually be good enough. And if it's not, I'll tell you exactly what I'm using. I'm using OBS to record, which is a completely free software for streaming and recording videos. I'm using... oh, sorry, I gotta figure this out. I'm using a Snowball microphone, which is a wonderful $60 microphone, which I realize is not free. It is a price to entry. But most computers come with a built-in microphone standard. It's not the best, and you definitely need to use headphones to minimize some echo, but it's not like it's impossible to use. Sorry, I'm just watching these blocks. If you really want to make videos, just do it. If it turns out to be something that you really want to invest in later, you can always upgrade later. But you'll never know if you like it until you just try it. Okay. So far, this has been pretty smooth sailing, apart from the very beginning. Probably shouldn't have said anything like that, but I don't know, I just don't remember this level being so bad. Alright. Don't know exactly what killed all those guys already. Yeah, I'm just kind of going through and having fun. I really, with a few major notable exceptions that I'm sure I don't even need to mention at this point, I really do like hard mode. Oh, there goes the microphone again. Shoot. Let's see if I can figure this out. Sorry if you guys hear any bumping sounds. There we go. But yeah, even if you don't have a lot of space, if you think, oh, I don't have a space to record, I got one room, I'm in like a tiny little room, it doesn't matter. If you have space to put down a laptop and place yourself in a space, you have space to record. You can put the microphone on the laptop if you have to. I don't recommend that because that means it can like press the buttons on the laptop, which is not ideal, but you can make it work. My setup is extremely janky, and I'm still somehow making it work. Guess what happened again? All together now, it crashed. Well, now I'm definitely going to skip the level because I don't want to play it with the, I'll call them kart racing settings. So I'm going to do the best I can to do that shortcut. Because I would like to play through as little of this as possible. Alright, I'm just going to stand here. Or not, let's just go. Alright. There we go. Just skip over a little bit. The whole desert area isn't doing so great. I really hope this isn't going to turn into the kind of thing where it's just like, well, you can't play hard mode normally because the computer doesn't like it. That would not be ideal. But we'll do what we gotta do. We're almost done here. There's only a few episodes left. We'll get through them somehow. Alright. Sand Ocean. What do we even say about Sand Ocean? I almost tried to skip this platform. Lost my nerve in the end. Alright. Here is our first checkpoint. Not the first checkpoint, but our first checkpoint. Those guys don't scare me. Whoa! That was mean. I've always loved that section where you jump over the fire like that. It's just cool. People complain about how automated parts of this game are, and I mean, I guess I get it. If you're into the really fast gameplay, it sort of takes you out for a few seconds. But it looks so cool. Always loved that. Alright. I guess I've skipped over most of the level, but so far, hard mode doesn't really seem like it's all that different. I guess I just skipped over everything. Fine by me. Getting out of here in under 2 minutes is worth it. I'm trying to think if there's other levels that I suspect might be problematic. Probably another shooter level if it was going to be anything. You know what? I think I'm just going to end here, and I'll see if I can figure some stuff out off camera so I don't have to keep cutting. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!